Imagine a place on Earth where the ground is opened and fire has been burning for decades, without stopping. No rain can extinguish it, no sand can cover it, no human technology can control it. In the middle of a lifeless desert, there is a burning pit glowing day and night, and people call it the door to hell. This place lies in the heart of the Karakum Desert in Turkmenistan, a remote and secretive land of endless sand and scorching heat, where the horizon trembles under the sun. In this empty landscape, a massive crater suddenly appears, nearly 70 meters wide and as deep as a 5-story building, filled entirely with roaring fire. This is not lava and not a volcano, but pure natural gas burning continuously from beneath the earth. The story begins in 1971 when Soviet geologists were drilling for oil in this region, bringing heavy machines and deep drilling equipment into the desert. Beneath the surface, they did not find oil, but a huge underground pocket of methane gas. The ground under the drilling rig collapsed without warning, and in minutes the land sank, forming a giant hole. Invisible and deadly gas started rising from the pit, threatening to poison the surrounding area. Engineers made a quick decision to set the gas on fire, believing it would burn off in a few days as a standard safety solution. But their calculations were wrong, and the gas did not run out. Instead, the fire grew stronger and continued to burn, day after day, year after year, for more than 50 years. At night, the crater glows like a furnace, lighting the desert sky in red and orange, while the air around it shakes from the heat. Scientists waited for weeks, then months, then years, expecting the fire to fade, but it never did. A legend was born in the desert. This phenomenon is unique on Earth because it is not a natural volcano, but a man-made gateway to a continuous underground gas field. Inside the crater, temperatures rise above 1,000 degrees Celsius, hot enough to melt metal and ignite anything that comes close. The fire never weakens because methane continues to feed it from deep below the surface. Many ask why the crater is not extinguished but sealing it would, because dangerous gas to build up and break out elsewhere, possibly creating deadly explosions near villages. Authorities decided that a controlled fire in one place is safer than invisible gas, spreading unpredictably underground. For local people, the crater became a place of fear and myth, a burning wound in the land where spirits whisper and the desert glows at night. Travelers say they hear strange sounds rising from the pit as if the earth itself is breathing fire. In modern times, scientists use drones and thermal cameras to study the crater and discovered something astonishing: microscopic life forms living inside the extreme heat, feeding on methane, and surviving where no life should exist, hinting that similar organisms could exist on other planets. Today, extreme tourists travel across the desert to camp near the crater, standing at the edge, feeling intense heat on their faces while the fire roars below. One wrong step means instant death and no trace left behind, only flames and darkness. Experts estimate the gas may burn for decades or even centuries more, turning this human mistake into a long-lasting monument of fire. The door to hell remains a reminder that a single error can open a path that cannot be closed. And beneath this burning pit lies a mystery far greater than anyone expected, waiting to be revealed in the next part of the story. Beneath the burning crater lies a vast underground network of gas chambers stretching far deeper than the original collapse zone, a hidden world of pressurized methane slowly feeding the eternal flame above. Geologists who studied the region discovered that the Karakum Desert sits on one of the largest natural gas reserves on the planet, meaning the fire could continue far longer than originally predicted. Some estimates suggest the gas supply may last hundreds of years, turning the door to hell into a permanent feature of the Earth's landscape. As the years passed, the crater became more than a scientific anomaly. It became a symbol of human interference with natural forces that cannot always be controlled. Satellite images show the crater glowing like a small artificial sun in the desert night, visible from space as a persistent scar on the surface of the planet. Researchers who approached the pit describe the sound of the flames as a deep, continuous roar, like an engine that never shuts down, and the heat radiating outward makes the air ripple like water. Despite the danger, scientific expeditions lowered instruments into the crater to measure temperature and gas composition, revealing that the methane burns with almost perfect efficiency, producing minimal smoke but immense heat. This discovery provided insight into how gas behaves under extreme conditions and offered valuable data for industrial safety research. Over time, the government of Turkmenistan began to recognize the crater's potential as a tourist attraction, building roads to the remote area and allowing controlled visits. What was once an accidental disaster transformed into a destination drawing travelers, photographers, and explorers from around the world, all eager to witness a real burning inferno on Earth. Yet the crater also poses an environmental question, as continuous methane combustion contributes to carbon emissions, raising concerns among scientists studying climate impact. Discussions have emerged about possibly sealing the crater, but every proposed solution risks triggering new underground gas leaks or sudden explosions. For now, the decision remains to let it burn as a controlled release, rather than risk an uncontrollable catastrophe. Local folklore continues to grow around the site, with stories of ancient fire spirits and cursed land passed down through generations, blending modern science with old desert mythology. In the darkness of night, standing at the edge of the pit, observers often feel a primal fear, a sense that they are looking into the raw power of the planet itself. The door to hell has become a meeting point of science, myth, danger, and wonder, proving that even in the modern age there are still places on Earth that feel truly otherworldly. And as long as the fire burns, the crater remains a living reminder that nature always has the final word, and that some doors once opened are never meant to be closed.